Flash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fee.
You're still watching Prime Morning. It's time for us to delve into what the newspapers have for us. It's time for News Flash, which is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Now, if you're looking for any gadget of your choice, make sure that you go to Franco Trading Enterprise and get that gadget. Is it your mobile phone? Is it television sets? Is it CCTV cameras? Is it refrigerators? We have that and even many more. You can actually download the app on your phone, which is Franco Trading app, on your phone, or visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone papa perfie. I have with me E.A. Metal Nuno Jr., who's representing the NDC, and he's very poised for the topic this morning. He says, today we have to project Mahama. Hey, I said I'm not a critical. The year 2024. Good morning.
Good morning, Rosie.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Right. Yeah. And today I want to promise our viewers that we'll try as much as possible to read almost all the messages. No matter what it takes, we will. And so we might have to, something has to give, right? So if we talk about that, maybe we'll stick to one topic, one main topic, and then we can read a lot of messages. Now, today's topic is about fighting corruption. And Addo Akufo, who is the president of our Republic of Ghana, is actually saying that he has fought corruption under his administration more than any other administration. Now, do you agree with him? He has spoken about certain measures that he's put in place. A typical example is the RTI bill that he made sure that under his administration it was passed, meaning that no document is held without it coming into transparency. So there's nothing that is hidden under his watch. Under his watch, everything is as transparent as possible. Do you agree with this, or you do not agree with it? Now, if you do not agree to it, we can actually hear why you don't agree to it. And if you do agree as well, let's hear why you think that you agree with the President of the Republic of Ghana saying that under his administration, he's fought corruption better than any other administration. We'll also go to Kumasi, as we know that the flag bearer of the NPP is embarking on his campaign trail, and he's finally landed in the Ashanti region. Now, there's hope that he will name his running mate in the Ashanti region during this campaign, but we don't know if it's going to happen or not, because Ghanaians have been calling on the running mate. There's been a lot that's been said about who will become the running mate. Finally, will we get to know that, or we have to wait some time? Well, we'll get to that as well. You're still watching Prime Morning, like I said earlier. If you want any gadgets, please again, go to Franco Trading Enterprise and get your gadgets. It's a mobile phone, television set, CCTV cameras, refrigerators, anything that you want, we have it. That's it. And it's authentic. Trust us. You can download the app on your phone, which is Franco Trading app, or you can visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone papa perfie. That will be it for what we are going to be discussing. So let's hear your voices this morning. I don't know if we should go to Kumasi right now. Maybe we should go to Kumasi right now and have a word with Honorable Frederick Opare Ansa, who is the campaign manager for the NPP, that is the administration of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Good morning, Dr. Opare. Okay, so before we go to Dr. Opare, let's quickly read what the newspapers have, and then we can have Dr. Opare join us as well. So I'll start off with the New Finder newspaper. The New Finder, World Cup hopes alive as Black Stars beat CAR in 7 goals thriller. Nana Addo Lord advanced digitization in new law house. NHIA to implement mandatory health insurance for all visitors to Ghana. FRSP supplies highly subsidized 130,000 day-old chicks to poultry farmers in Ashanti. We do the Daily Graphic newspaper next. The Daily Graphic newspaper, corruption cases. Rule of natural justice will prevail, says the president. Use pulpits to preach peace, says moderator. NDC 32nd anniversary. Country needs urgent research, says Professor Opoku Ajuman. That's the running mate for the NDC. And Black Stars subdued stubborn wild beast. Of course, everybody is happy about it because yesterday it became something else when, you know, the Black Stars was trailing at 2-1. And then almighty Black Stars made sure they came back. They did well. Congratulations. The business analyst, high UPPF charges, NPA rakes in billions as consumers suffer. Akufo hails Attorney General's dedication to justice following completion of a law house complex. Ghana's inflation to end 2024 at 20.9%, says AFDB. Cedi to end 2024 at 15 Ghana cedis, 91 pesos per $1 US. This is not good to hear. This is not good to hear. And it's IC Securities is saying so. We are hoping that IC Securities, this won't happen. We are hoping that the cedi will not depreciate that much. I don't know if I'm the only one hoping so, but I'm hoping so, that at least we should move to 12 Ghana cedis, because this is bad. Anyway, tanker driver's chair compromise as he makes baseless accusations against transporters. That'll be it for the business analyst. I'll do the Economy Times newspaper next. The Economy Times. BOG incurs 2.4 billion Ghana cedis cost on G40 end 2023. Collateral registry records 28% growth and over 500,000 businesses to be deleted from companies register by June ending. Well, if you haven't updated your registration, your company's registration, then you should know that by the end of June, you are definitely going to lose your company's registration. We'll do the Daily Guide newspaper next. The Daily Guide newspaper, which is our final newspaper. President Akufo being assisted by the Attorney General Godfred Yeboah-Dame to cut the tape to officially open the law house in Accra. With them are Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu and other government officials. And the banner headline is, Nana opens the law house. I won't skip due process. And so what I read earlier is just a picture. It's telling us who and who are in the picture. Asante man hold to you in high esteem, Mampo Hene to Bawumia. Digitalized law improves practice, says AG. Let's see, we have some entertainment stories here. Yes, Efia Stoneboy, others refuse collabo with me, says Kwesi P. Oh, Kwesi P, really? But Kwesi is a fantastic musician, so what's going on? MS wins hearts. Okay, so financial imbalance led to my divorce, says Yvonne Jegede. Wow, I think yesterday I was reading somewhere that she said she was the one taking care of the home and that's why she couldn't take it again. If you come to Ghana, they'll tell you you're not a virtuous woman. No. Man U won't sign Tuchel if, okay, VIP gives stars a big cash. Gadola rejects Barca return and Robert Amate Foundation holds 2024 annual tennis clinic. That will be all with what the newspapers are reporting this morning. And of course, we are excited to bring you more this morning. I want you to join us as well. Make sure you send in your messages to us. Now, the president has spoken about his administration fighting corruption. Do you agree that his administration has fought corruption more than any other administration? If you do, please say yes and let us know why. If you don't, say no and let us know why. We can keep it as simple as possible. We have Emmanuel Senor Ameklenu, who is representing the NPP this morning. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you too?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
You're on a campaign trail. I thought you'd be in Kumasi by now.
Yes, I think that it's division of labor, and everybody has been assigned to a particular role that he or she is supposed to play. So I'm also doing my bit. Yeah,
that's good to know. And so, as your people are there, we are hearing there's a possibility that there will be the naming or the declaration of a running mate. Is this true?
Well, before I even continue, let me say a very good morning again. A very good morning to your cherished viewers and to the very good people of the Elephant family and to all Ghanaians and to my constituency, Anglo constituency in the Volta region. The issue of the running mates being named I don't know, but I am very confident that within the laws of our constitution, at the right time, the vice president or the party would name who will pair the vice president as its running mate. So for us, all that we are hearing, they are speculations. So let's just stick to the game plan as far as the vice president is concerned. He knows who best suits him. At the end of the day, let's see. But I'm very certain that in due course, the running mate will be out.
All right. So, like I said earlier, the president has spoken, and he says that corruption thrives in environments where it can be concealed, and that access to information is crucial in fighting it. He noted that to address this, his government ensured the passage of the RTI, that's the Right to Information Act, 2019, Act 989, during its first term. Now, this is a way to fight corruption. He also said that the legalization aims to give practical effect to Article 21, Clause 1F of the Constitution, thereby promoting transparency and accountability. Now, he has other measures, but this one in particular is one measure that he put in place. Now, let's not forget that this RTI bill was actually a bill that Ghanaians were fighting for. Let me talk about even people in the media space fought for it for a while until 2016 or 2017. I think that's when it was passed. Was it passed in 2017? 2018, sorry. Until it was passed in 2018 under his administration. He says, because of this transparency, corruption cannot be concealed. Hence, under his administration, he has fought corruption more than anybody else has done so. Let me start this conversation with you, E.A. Metal Nuno Jr.
Rosalind, a very good morning to your church viewers, and a good morning to yourself and the entire crew here. His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo, I don't know where he lives, and I don't know which kind of mindset that goes on in his head when it comes to issues of corruption. And he's saying that his administration has fought corruption than any other administration. We live in a country where we wake up every morning to new scandals, to new issues of corruption that's happened under his government. And we expected a leader who campaigned prior to the 2016 elections, went to the length and breadth of Ghana, campaigning to fight corruption, to bring down corruption. He also mentioned incidents like he was going to use the Anas principle. He mentioned that he was going to fight corruption using state institutions and empower them. Let's take the issues one by one. Let's start from the state institutions, even state institutions that he himself put in place. So you start from the setting up of the Office of the Special Prosecutor, with the first ever special prosecutor appointed, that was Martin Alamisi Kaiser Amidu. And we all know what happened to him. And at the time that he resigned himself voluntarily, and the letter that he wrote to Ghanaians, telling us that he never knew that His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo was the mother serpent of corruption. You ask yourself that somebody appointed by the same president to come and fight corruption, putting him in place as a special prosecutor, and the president was the one who set it up during his first term in office. And this man resigns, working closely with the president, having information about a lot of things that goes on in government. And this is how he described the president, mother serpent of corruption. We take Anas Awemiyao Anas. Anas Awemiyao Anas has been doing this investigative journalism job in Ghana, not only under Nana Addo's administration. He did some, we saw it under Professor John Atamio's administration, when he did the expose at the Tema Port. We saw the actions that the president took when he went to the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Some of the custom officials that were there were asked to go home. Investigations were set up to investigate the matters that Anas reported. You could clearly see that that was a sign of a leader who wanted to fight corruption. We saw exposés under Anas again, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and we saw how John Dramani Mahama handled it. So if you have a president who was campaigning to become president and saying that he was going to fight corruption using a Anas principle, for example, and he comes and he rather fights the Anas principle, Because under the regime of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and that's the Galamsey, the number 12 expose, where you have government officials complicit on video taking monies from Galamsey, the people who were asked to go and then make sure that Galamsey stops over there. They were taking monies from them. We've had the minister in charge of environment and science and technology, Professor Frimpong Boateng, also coming out to tell us the number of corruption cases that happen over there. And if it was not for the media that leaked that document, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the document, the reports that he did on the Galamsey issues over there, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the presidency would not have brought out the document to the public. You also have His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo recently. I can go on and on. We can talk about the PDS scandal. You can talk about the Bost scandal. You can talk about missing 500 excavators. There are lots of corruption cases under this government. And there are allegations, you see, because unless they are proven guilty in a competent court of jurisdiction, they are alleged corrupt cases. But in the past administrations, both under John Dramani Mahama, J. John Rawlings, and Professor Johnny Mills, they were also alleged corrupt cases. You remember under John Dramani Mahama, one of his appointees, that was Victoria Hammer, who just wished, and that
it wasn't just she wished.
Who wished that yes, it was just a wish because you don't put it into implementation.
Just, I mean,
so
if we talk about these things, so yeah,
by the time that she gets $1 million from government, she was going to resign from politics, just by wishing that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asked her to step aside. We can just oppose that to what happened under Cecilia Dapa, where you found millions of dollars and pounds and euros under her bed.
Okay. So we'll come back to it because of what you're saying. As of now, we don't have any facts to Cecilia Dapa's own until proven guilty. You understand? Money was found, but until proven guilty.
I'm talking about alleged corrupt cases and the conduct of the leader.
Let me take you to Kumasi, the Ashanti region, where the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party is actually embarking on his campaign trail. And we have Honorable Frederick Opari-Ansah, who is a campaign manager, joining us on phone. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm very well.
Great. I'm fine, thank you. It's good that we can finally have you join us this morning. How has it been so far, the campaign?
Well, it has been quite good. It's a bit hectic and tiring, but it's worth it.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I would say that it's been quite hectic and tiring, but it's been worth it.
It's been worth it. We saw the numbers yesterday. Are they all coming from the Ashanti region, or some of them migrated from other regions just to come support the man?
Oh, the people you saw yesterday were all from the Ashanti region, and this was not actually even part of the actual organization of the event that we've planned. We were built to have a meeting at 8 a.m., but when we woke up, a huge crowd had amassed upon hearing that His Excellency was in the region to start his tour. And was kind of forced to walk with them to the first meeting. They actually came to his residence. And most of us are lodged then around the residence, and so we all got up and joined in. But it wasn't even a scheduled event. The first event on our program was actually just a meeting at 8 a.m. But by 6:37, the whole street was awash with people.
So what are the activities that have been planned for the Ashanti region during this campaign trail?
Well, there's quite a number of activities, and not too different from what we've had for other regions. And we are talking the meeting with the clergy, the Islamic clerics, the House of Chiefs, all of which we finished yesterday. And then the meeting with the professional bodies, the identifiable groups that we had again yesterday. Hopefully, today we would be touching base with also up a magazine and do some meet and greet as well. And then have our Youth Connect program later in the afternoon. Then tomorrow there's some more meetings planned and scheduled.
Oh, that's good. Anyway, some people are speculating that there will be the declaration of the running mate for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. How true is this?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot confirm that. But as you and I know, the flag bearer per our constitution is required to consult the National Council of the party before such a declaration is made. And I haven't seen any notice of a council meeting in Kumasi. And so it will be strange for the flag bearer during this period to make such a declaration. Before any such declaration will be made, he will have to consult with the National Council of the party. And on that basis, since I haven't seen any notice of the council meeting, I can say that it is just speculation as such.
Right. So when are we to expect the next campaign trail after the Ashanti region? Where is the next stop? Let me ask that. Where is the next stop?
Well, the Ashanti region is the 16th region we are in, with respect to the touching the base campaign that we embarked on for the 16 regions. So after Ashanti region, we will be actually looking at the next phase of the campaign, which will be announced properly. But the Ashanti region will bring an end to the very first tour of the campaign. We've touched base with all the other regions since we started this particular tour, and I must say it's been quite exciting. That's quite revealing as well.
Exciting and impactful?
Very impactful indeed. Very impactful indeed. You know, one of the elements of this campaign is to also listen to the population and get meaningful inputs into the planning of what it will look like in terms of the governance by His Excellency when he's in office. And so we've been taking notes, we've been listening, he's been responding to questions, he's even been acting on some of the things that he's heard while still on the tour. And by and large, everything that we've picked up, we've assimilated into the campaign and into our planning.
Right. Let me ask you this final question before you go. You've met a lot of people during this campaign trail. What is the main call of the people with regards to what they want if the NPP should come to power?
Well, the call by the people has been a little bit different based on the particular segment or demographic that we are meeting. It's been quite varied. And as I've mentioned, we've taken notes of all the things that people have made. And sometimes you'll be surprised as to the kind of things that people touch on. You know, it's things that we all expect, but a little bit sometimes not quite what you were expecting. But
an example is what?
Sorry, come again.
An example is what? You said some of the things that the people touch on are things that you don't see coming or you don't expect. Quite surprising. And I'm asking an example is what?
You saw this picture of the young lady who was so excited at seeing His Excellency, took a picture with him, and while she was going, she was still jumping and talking about how she's benefited from the free SHS and was excited about that. We setting out were thinking that most of these SHS students, because they are not the people that are supposed to pay their own fees, sometimes don't care too much about the fact that they've had free SHS, but it is rather the parents that they feel the impact of free SHS. But it turns out that the students themselves, a lot of them really appreciate the fact that they've had an opportunity to be in school and they don't have to suffer through the burdens of go home to collect fees, who come and pay exams and that kind of your fees before you take exams and that kind of situation. There's been issues about concerns from some of them when they are out of school, will they be getting employment and things like that. And we've spoken about all those to quite a number of them.
Right. Honorable, thank you so much for joining us. We are super grateful that you could make time for us.
Thank you very much.
I will wish you all the best.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Our regards to the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Bawumia.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for doing the good job you're doing.
Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you.
So we'll move back into the studio where my guests are seated, and we were talking about the president's fight of corruption, but I think we should touch a bit on the campaign trail of the NPP in the Ashanti region, and then we can go back into our topic because we've had Honorable Frederick Opariansa, who has spoken to us about what is happening in the Ashanti region. Of course, he said that, you know, the calls are different from individuals. Some want free SHS, others want other things. Let me ask my guests in the studio what they also want, and then we can delve into our other topic. Okay, so Emmanuel, let me come to Emmanuel. Says it's coming from his party.
Well, that has to do with the flag bearer store, right?
Yes, that's all.
In fact, I must commend the flag bearer and the team of young, energetic men that he has assembled to actually assist him in his tour. I think that this whole tour started from the eastern region, then he went to the western north, for Bono East. Then fast forward, he went to his home region, which is northeast, northern region, went to Savannah, upper east, upper west. Then he came to my region in the Volta region 2 weeks ago, was in OT. Then came to the central region. Last week he did Greater Accra, and yesterday he commenced the almighty Ashanti region, where everybody sees to be the World Bank of the NPP. Indeed, it was an eyesore. I don't know how to describe it. Yesterday, I was asking myself, what am I seeing? But what I saw from the crowd that actually came out was that they actually showed that sort of love, that admiration. And it tells that indeed the people have accepted their own. And one of the statements I saw was that Yaya Dienye, he is our own. And you see, in the local parlance in Ever, it is being said that what it means is that a child does not defecate on the mother's leg and then you want to cut off your leg. What it simply means is that regardless of the circumstances around the challenges we are, encountering as a country, they still accept that indeed he is our own. We cannot call A as our own. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, he is our flag bearer. Come 7th January 2025, he is going to be our president. Let's go. You can see the crowd for yourself. You ask yourself, this is just a small area. And when he met them after this small gathering yesterday, he met the chiefs. And I don't know if you've had the privilege to witness or to watch that video. You saw how the chiefs actually showed love. They told him that for the first time, you are the leader that we respect, that we adore, that we were, even the Queen Mothers, they have to be there on time to show that indeed we have that love for you, we respect you. So it tells you that the Ashanti region are not going to turn down the NPP, regardless of all the things that
Okay, let's not forget that he also promised a living allowance to chiefs to help govern the country. So for that, because I'm just saying, he did promise, and we saw him promise the pastors, but that one he came out to say that it was a joke. I don't know if this will also come out as a joke or it's actually a promise. Let me come to you,
Before you come to, I'm not too sure but I'll cross-check my facts so that
the promise. There's a video to it. It's here. The new Patriotic Party's flag bearer, Dr. Bawumia, has announced plans to introduce living allowance to traditional leaders as an incentive package to support their roles as custodians of tradition and culture, whilst enhancing collaborative governance efforts between traditional authorities and government institutions. So he did promise.
Okay.
But you see,
I get it.
Yes,
I get it right.
Yeah.
I understand my brother that's saying that
just 2 minutes on it so that I can.
He doesn't believe that he said something like that because, the flag bearer of the MPP has become a joke, and everything that he talks about, he ends up saying is a joke. That's why he himself, as a communicator of the party, doesn't believe it. Listening to him with all this cooked crowd that invites out to welcome Dr.
How do you say it's cooked? It's a crowd. Whether it's cooked or it's not cooked, it's a crowd.
Dr. Bawumia in the Ashanti region. We then DC are not perturbed. We are not even worried about it. We've seen Dr. Bawumia in the Ashanti region previously. We saw how people did not even look his direction. People were unconcerned. People did not even realize that he was in the Ashanti region. But today, because there's an issue, there's a seat, Akonyato, there's a seat for vice presidential candidate for the MPP, and people are cooking for somebody from the Ashanti region to be given the seat. They are cooking to make him feel that, yes, the Ashanti region can offer something to him. And listening to him, he said, regardless of the circumstances, the MPP said that Dr. Bawumia is their own. I like the fact that he said, regardless of the circumstances. What are the circumstances? The regional minister of the Ashanti region cannot even mention 10 projects that they've done for the people of the Ashanti. What are the circumstances? The circumstances are that when it comes to development in the Ashanti region, the NDC, John Dramani Mahama, stands tall amongst all of them. John Dramani Mahama, when you take the issues of markets, he has a KGTR market in the Ashanti region, he has a Tafo market in the Ashanti region, he has a Sawasi market in the Ashanti region, he has a Atonso market in the Ashanti region. When it comes to issues of hospital, he started a Sewa hospital. He also builds the Afari military hospital, the Fomina hospital, the Bekwa hospital, among others. You come to roads, we have the Asawasi town roads, we have the Swami town roads, Tafo town roads, Kingase town roads, High School Junction, Jingase Road, Bomso High School Road, Aprede, to Prakoso roads, among others. You can talk about the Rotary Park and all that. So when it comes to real development, when it comes to a government that thinks about the people of Ashanti, not the people that only come to Ashanti because of votes, to be able to whitewash their presidential candidate who has lost touch with the people of Ghana, then the NDC stands tall. So he admitting that regardless of the circumstances shows that there's a problem there. We are not perturbed. And I can tell you that NDC will appreciate more votes in Ashanti region this time.
Okay. Thank you very much, E.A. Metonunu. I hope your messages have started trickling in. I'll try and read some, but this segment is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. If you are looking for any gadgets, please and please again, go to Franco Trading Enterprise for your gadgets. Can we please project the messages so that today I can appease my people? Go to Franco Trading Enterprise for all your gadgets. It's a mobile phones that you want, television sets that you want, anything, any gadgets you are looking for, go to Franco Trading. You can actually download the app on your phone, Franco Trading app, or visit our website at www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Per Fee. And today we'll try to read as many messages as possible. We love you. Sometimes you get upset. I remember we got a message coming in saying that you promised to read and you don't read. Today, dear. We are trying to get our messages and we'll read all of them. So our second topic is to do with the corruption case that we know that the president has spoken that under his administration, he's fought it than any other. Let me quickly read messages. I said it. I said I have so many messages. My viewers, we love you too much. All right, so let's see what we have. We're starting all the way from... My viewers, they don't disappoint you. The way I love them. All right, so I'll start from 6:02 a.m. Our first message came in. Says, I think the same we have the men kind of message President Akufo Addo used before coming to power is what Dr. Bawumia is using now. But Enfa, if MPP have meant to stabilize the city, why are they not doing it now for people to see that they are serious? MPP have meant to steal the country's resources and not to stabilize the city. Never again for MPP government. Lie from Ablade, Fiekuma Zongo, Takrade. This one says, good morning, Pan-Africa. In fact, you're sending it to Joy Prime. We understand. In fact, I thought the name Addo was a failure because Ghana was given to Addo 1 and he failed, given to Addo 2 and he's even worse. Bawumia and NPP should learn from Coach Addo. Good managers come back strongly to victory and not running away from economy to digitalization, because digitalization is easy and managing the economy is getting harder. Master Rahman, Tuna Sola, Tuna Kalba. All right, Al-Hassan Cisse from Zenu Central says, good morning. Someone should tell Nanado to tone down on his ego and empty pride comments and speak to matters that are of public concern. The most like Godfrey Dame reckless actions and the falling city, and stopped that empty response to NDC. Koresko Zakaria says that Mahama is popular and NDC is popular because of Mahama's legacies, The unproductive one, Bawumia wants debate with the nation builder John Dramani Mahama. Well, just mention a few of Mahama's achievements. Mahama have built more than 20 regional and district hospitals, that is Abetifi, Dodowa, Ridge, UGMC, Bank of Ghana, Aferi, Military Hospital, etc. Mahama left economic buffers, that is Sinking Fund, Exim Bank, Ghana Infrastructure Fund, ESLA with 3 oil fields, Stabilization Fund, etc. Mahama built Accra Digital Center for Digitalization, e-Parliament, e-Service, e-Commerce, e-Government, etc. Built more water systems, built markets. Mahama built e-blocks. Incompetent, misleading Bawumia mentioned only one project by your initiative, Visionless One. The records are clear. Good morning to you, Madam, and to your able panelists. Madam, the president is right for what he has said, because he's actually known for making corruption popular, clearing of a corrupt case against his officials and even his office. They have rather open corruption house, not a law house. Ghanaians should wake up. When fuel prices continue to shoot up, cost of living is high and unemployment is at its peak, and the man who claimed to be the economic messiah is running for his responsibility, but rather pretending to campaign, should not be taken seriously. Sumani Hamza, Pick Farm. Okay. Good morning, Sister Rose. They're two good friends of mine. Under the Nanado and Bawumia government, corruption is too rampant in the country. I want to let NPP know that Bawumia will not let 30% votes in, will not get, 30% votes in the coming days. Ghana is too big for Bawumia to rule. The hardship in Ghana is getting out of hand, and we are looking forward to getting His Excellency John Mahama should come and save us from the wicked government. Abochi Philip from Kitab. Alhaji Pick Farm, Hamza Pick Farm says, good morning, Rosalind. Mr. President should stop insulting our intelligence and credit us with the little respect we deserve in this country. What is Mr. President talking about? Attacking President Mahama will not help the fight of corruption. Today, Ghana has become a laughingstock in the eyes of the international communities when it comes to the fight of corruption under this government. The Corruption Perception Index is out there for all to see. I wish he stops attacking President Mahama and turns his guns on Mr. Martin Amidu, who says he cannot work with him because he's a mother serpent of corruption, and this is a serious indictment on his person as a president. It's a fact that the future of the country under President Nanado and NPP is pregnant and hopeless. Good morning to you and your guests. No one would like to partner a loose government to spoil his or her political ambition, because everyone knows clearly that this incompetent vice president is going to lose the election. Bawumia is not a trusted person. He throws dust in the eyes of Ghanaians to get power in 2020 elections. He promised one child, one chocolate, one village, one dam, one community, $1 million, one teacher, one laptop, NAPCO trainees to permanent position. All these big promises is a scam to Ghanaians. Who will waste his or her time to vote for this liar? Prosperity will judge them, as JDM said. Albert AAAA. Dr. Bawumia can no longer be trusted. He promised to transform our economy from taxation to production. What do we see today? Free fall of cedi, needless borrowing, sheer incompetence, and recklessness. Dr. Bawumia clearly has no credibility to lead this country as president. A vote for Dr. Bawumia is a vote for Akufo Addo's third term, and that will mean doom for our dear nation. Happy belated birthday to Honorable James Agalga, Daniel Akpaliok from Sandeba, Mensa Majid from Bechim, Toronto. Okay, Mensa, this is the first time I think you are sending me a message. I heard the president talked about corruption in his recent speech. He has forgotten that he is the mother serpent of corruption. Because of how corrupt he is as a leader, none of the state institutions is making profit due to rampant corruption championing by the president. Don't get confused here. The president remains the clearing agent. The 32nd anniversary of the NDC is a blessing to this country. If you're Ghanaian, just cast your glance around and ask yourself that. Who brought light, water, schools, and asphalt, and many more to your community? The next NDC government will abolish needless taxes like emission tax, COVID levy, betting tax, tax on sanitary pad, e-levy, and the rest. Vote for JDM come 7th December. Good morning, Sister Roslyn. Ghanaians should not take the president and the AG, Godfrey Dami, seriously on the issues of corruption because they are the mother and baby serpent of corruption. They have now graduated to March fixers according to Jakpa. They are the only people winning matches in this country. 11-0, 7-0, 5-0. God is bringing JDM back to save this country. Solomon from Zenu Martin Luther. Honorable Akisme says, good morning, Roslyn. Vice President Bawumia, as you embark on your 3-day campaign tour in the Ashanti region, I want to remind you of your unfulfilled promises to Ghanaians. Your pledge to arrest the CD and hand over the keys to the IGP has proven to be nothing but empty rhetoric. Your sugar-coated lies and broken promises won't deceive Ghanaians again. We deserve tangible results, not mere words. It's time to acknowledge your failures and take responsibility for the economic hardship and currency wars we are facing. Ghanaians are wise to your tactics now and won't be swayed by empty promises again. Regards to CEO of A&A Drinking Water, Master JEA Inside Sefri Bekwai. Awuga K. Delali. Okay, so after this, I'll have a conversation and I'll come back because I have a lot of messages. So I'll come back to you. Okay, so let me do Awuga. All right. Okay. Awuga says, good morning, my lovely people of Joy Prime. Some people are following Vice President Bawumia because of money, car, motor, and school fees. December 7th is just around the corner. Yeah, let's wait and see the end result. Fear delegates said by Sir John. GRT to Sofumami. That's greetings to Sofumami, Mama Martha, Brekum, Keto, immigration checkpoints. Awuga. Okay, Awuga. So I'll come back and read from here, and I'm promising you all, I'll come back. Let me have a bit of interaction with my guest in the studio. And it's proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Please, for all your gadgets, go to Franco Trading Enterprise and get them. You can download the app on your phone, Franco Trading app, or you can visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone papa fee. So I think let me come to you, Emmanuel, with this one, because I think Metal spoke a bit about it. And so it's about what the president has said, even the introduction of the RTI bill. And there's another introduction that he also spoke about, you know, which under his watch, for him, if you have all these, then of course, you are the one who is fighting corruption as compared to anybody else. We look at the Witness Protection Act, Act 975, which is signed into law on August 24th on the same year. That is the 2018, year of 2018. So if you're a witness, you are protected under this act as well. So.
Well, Roslyn, before I respond to that, let me respond to my brother, Metal. It was like, our flag bearer is a joke. I think that the biggest joke we've ever had should be from their end. I'm sure probably this morning he does not have biscuits to take to sip his tea, so he's unable to distinguish between what a joke is and when we have a serious, focused-minded vice president who is not, bothered about insults and name-calling. And again, he also said that Dr. Bawumia's visit to the Ashanti region was, cooked crowd. I don't know what he means by cooked crowd. Probably they've been doing that at their backyard. So he knows what a cooked crowd is. But we know that whatever we saw yesterday was organic. And indeed, it was evident for everybody to see that this is not any cooked crowd. So I don't know what he means by that. So I'm sure I'll request from you respectfully that you ask your producers to get him some biscuit to add to the tea so that we'll be able to speak to the issues right.
You are in power. Give us money to go and buy the biscuits.
Don't worry. If your producers...
Today I'll charge you. You give me money for biscuits.
You don't have problem. So my brother, before I leave, I'll get you biscuits so that next time you'll be able to distinguish between cook, crowd, and then joke. And then he was touting achievement in the John Mahama administration. I think that in the history of Ghana, the NPP has done a lot of achievements or a lot of projects as far as the Ashanti region is concerned. For the records, we've built over 187 road kilometers, in terms of 1,877 kilometers of roads.
In the
Ashanti region alone. Now we are on the construction of the Agenda 111. We are close to 25 of them that are taking place. When you go to, Bantama, in Suta Central District, you go to Manso, Edubia, Mankraso, a lot.
So with regards to the Agenda 111, when are we commissioning? Because we heard it was going to be commissioned in January. It got passed. Actually, last year, we didn't commission. It said January, we didn't commission. It said first quarter, we didn't commission. Second quarter, we are almost out of it. So when is it getting commissioned?
Yes, for what I know, I know that some are almost 95% under completion, and I'm very hopeful that before the elections, we should be having some of these Agenda 111 projects being commissioned. So let's just relax, let's start cool.
So until commissioned, can we actually tout ourselves as an achievement?
Of course, it is an achievement.
But we have
95% is no joke. If you write an exam and you're getting 95%.
But we don't have proof that it's 95%.
Oh, but
we have just been told.
You have your reps in the various regions, and I'm sure this has come in the media day in, day out.
No, it hasn't.
Oh, it's been flying on. Rosalie, you tell me you've not seen. Then I'm actually putting it to you to actually get your correspondence.
No, you see, he was able to mention the.
And I am telling you that these are projects that have been done. Some are under construction and are at the point of completion.
Okay, so none have been completed.
In terms of Agenda 111, we are not done with any of them, but we've done hospital projects that have been completed.
Mention them.
In the Ashanti region. When you go to Bosonche, there's a hospital on that road.
What's
that
the
has
name
been,
of the hospital?
I've forgotten the road, but I'm giving you the area so that viewers will be able to tell you that at least if I'm unable to give you the name of the hospital, at least there's a hospital within Lake Bosonche Road area there that has actually been in that area for long. But this government has been able to, execute the completion of that project. Now, beyond that also...
So it's been there for long, so it means you didn't start the project, is that what you're saying?
That project, I think, it started in Akufo's administration, has been there for several years.
But you don't remember the name of the hospital?
I don't remember. I don't want to lie to your viewers. Now, beyond that also, I think that the Kumasi Airport project, it's one of the biggest projects that has been completed. Unlike somebody who came and just faced lights and they said that international project, international airport. No, but you have seen it for yourself. It was commissioned recently.
Is it in operation?
I think we should be having it this year. For what I know, I think so far, 1 or 2 planes are landed over there, but it's not in full flight yet. Yes, but
it's been put on hold because they didn't finish it. So when they commissioned, it had to be put on hold.
It is a project as it stands today. It is a project that has been completed and flights are going there. We've had at least, for what I know 2 flights have landed over there.
It was a test run. It wasn't...
Whether it was a test run or not, what I want you to understand is that we have done an international airport over there. And that alone should tell you that the MPP is actually, recognizing the effort of the good people of the Ashanti. Beyond that, we've done other massive projects that I think that my brother was just trying to, create jokes because he feels that today he has not had biscuit, just as I said. So he wants to create jokes. Now, let me come back to
today I'll charge you. You pay.
No, don't worry. You have no problem. Now, let me come back to the main question I was asked with the president saying that I think the issue of corruption has been his cornerstone. I think that, first of all, let me take it from this angle. In terms of the justice delivery system, I think that we first of all must admit that we must have infrastructure in order to fight or work towards a good justice delivery system. We cannot have a good justice delivery system without infrastructure. So yesterday at the commissioner of the Law House, I think this is a beautiful edifice. Kudos to the AG, Honorable Godfrey Dami, the most fearful AG that the NDC hears and they get panicked. I think that he's done a yeoman's job. This project has been there for almost 10 years or close to 10 years. And he has taken the initiative with the support of the president to its completion. I must say that, you see, fighting corruption comes with so many things. The president is in his own state of mind and his own right senses, knowing very well that in order to fight corruption, you must put certain things in place. When he came, he did not relent on the effort of the issue of passing the special prosecutor bill or act. He did not also relent on the RTI Act. Talk of the Witness Act. When
you talk about the special prosecutor, you're talking about the Office of the Special Prosecutor.
The Office of the Special Prosecutor that was created.
But so far, we haven't seen the Office of the Special Prosecutor being able to, get to the bottom of any case. It's been in existence for about 7 years, but so far nothing, has come out of it. Let's face facts, because even the Office of the Special Prosecutor, the current Special Prosecutor, did say that the government is making his work very difficult.
Well, I don't know what he means by the government is making his work difficult.
But you heard it, right?
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
I didn't hear that. And I don't know what, if you are saying that.
I'm not saying, he said it.
Well, I didn't hear that, and I don't know what he means by the government is making its work difficult. I am very certain, and I am grateful that at least the president has been bold to put up the Office of the Special Prosecutor. That is why today he does not interfere in affairs that do not relate to his office, not until it comes to his desk. He's been able to pass the RTI bill, the RTI Act, to help us in terms of transparency and accountability. Unlike those days, when somebody was able to flee over millions of dollars to Brazil, all in the name of...
It was $1 million.
All in the name of,
It was football.
I know, I'm coming. All in the name of appeasing the footballers because they feel that if their bonuses are not given to them. At the end of the day, they bought what? They bought one coconut for $100. When all of these things happen, I don't think that at the time, when the civil society groups requested for information on this, they were able to get it. But thanks be to Addo, when he came to office, he's been able to pass the RTI Act. Today, you can write to any of the institutions you feel that you need an information and it will be given to you.
Can I ask you something? With regards to the Brazil, the flying of the money, $1 million that was given to these, footballers, because they had rejected. They had actually said that they won't play if they don't receive their monies because of past experience. Yeah. After that, a committee was set up where people were penalized for these actions. We are seeing that under this government, a former member of, should I say the administration, because she was a minister, former minister, found $1 million plus certain amount of pounds and other currencies under her bed. We are not hearing of committees set up for this. We are not getting to the bottom of it. But we are saying that we are comparing money under somebody's bed and money paid to Black Stars to that.
When the Black Stars issue happened at the time, the Brazil saga, where was Honorable Elvis Afriyanka realigned to or pushed to? Was he fired? I'm asking you.
No, you're answering.
Was he fired? He wasn't fired. He was reassigned.
But he was moved, right?
He was moved from where? From the sports ministry to the ministry, to the presidency. And that tells you that what? The president, instead of firing him, he allowed him to come and now be his right-hand man. Because he felt that Honorable Elvis Afriyanka led his campaign. And such a person, you call him as somebody who is fighting corruption, as to somebody who has been able to pass an RTI bill. And today, you and I, we have access to information. You and I, we are able to surcharge people because when you do the wrong thing, will come to your institution, even at the presidency. People write to the presidency and they are able to get information.
Okay.
Now, on the issue of Cecilia Adapa, when the issue happened, the honorable thing that needs to be done in every organization was for her to resign. She honorably resigned. She was not even, she didn't even wait for her to be fired. She resigned. That tells you that she knows the circumstances that comes with what has happened.
Okay.
So she resigned honorably, and the president did not end there. The issue went to the various agencies that are in charge of issues of corruption. The special prosecutor went into the issue. What was the result? When he came out of the result, after investigating the issue, he realized that there was no locus as far as those who petitioned that it is money laundering and all of that. There was no locus in it. Now, recently I heard the issue has been referred to Yoko for investigation. I don't know why ordinarily people would want to keep on pushing one parochial agenda just because they feel that at all costs the woman must be brought to book.
Okay.
I am not her spokesperson, but what I want you to understand is that the president has been fighting corruption. He's been a man that has remained resolute. He has provided all the logistics. He has been able to set aside to distinguish between SHRAJ, special prosecutor, and other agencies that fight corruption.
Okay.
That I want us to know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Metal?
Rosalind, if I know Senor Ameklenu himself is a joke like his flag bearer of the MPP.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No.
I take an exception to that. I take an exception to that. I take an exception to that. I am, if I'm a joke, I will not be sitting here.
Emmanuel, let me.
No, I take an exception. You should withdraw that. Else I will interject it. You will not. Come on.
You sit on next and talk about.
Wait, metal.
Yes.
Wait. Emmanuel, metal. Wait,
Look at you.
Gentlemen.
If you didn't withdraw that.
Gentlemen.
What statement?
Gentlemen.
That is a joke.
Please.
Rosalind,
I need. Wait. No.
Yeah.
We need some decorum here.
Yes.
We are speaking to facts and we are not calling names.
Exactly.
No name calling whatsoever.
Rosalind,
No.
Evidence.
You can use your evidence without name calling, please.
I'm adducing evidence.
No, please withdraw that statement.
But how can you call?
Withdraw that statement for me.
Rosalind,
When you are done withdrawing the statement, we continue.
How can the flag bearer of the NPP be called a joke and the baby elephant on national television?
You call who baby elephant?
Can you
call who baby elephant?
Emmanuel.
And you call my flag bearer a joke?
Emmanuel.
Your flag bearer is the biggest joke we've ever had.
No.
What do you mean?
Flag bearer was a joke.
No.
It's the whole flag
We
bearer.
started
The flag bearer is the biggest joke Ghana has ever had.
Gentlemen, are we having some decorum?
You having some decorum, Rosalind?
Please, one at a time.
So I have the floor.
The whole joke statement started from you.
Exactly.
It started from the president, his flag bearer himself, saying that.
So can we not call each other that name?
I'll not mention the issue of the joke. So
thank you.
How can a baby elephant?
But Rosalind, I think that he should withdraw the statement.
Let's continue.
He should withdraw that
How can a
statement.
baby elephant sit on national television and talk to the fact that 95% achievement have been done or chalked in the area of Agenda 111? Rosalind, yeah, journalist. Rosalind.
Under completion, 95% completed. This was what I said.
Emmanuel,
so take note. If you are quoting me, quote me well.
Emmanuel, he's on the floor.
Thank you, Rosalind.
Thank you very much.
You see, you should respect your viewers.
Why are you doing this?
I'm going. So how can he, a baby elephant, sit on national television and say that 95% achievement have been chalked in the area of Agenda 111? Clearly, journalists have watched severally on Joy News, Joy Prime, doing exposés as to the various stages of completion of Agenda 111. And when you look at what you show on your own network, it cannot be 95% complete. No even roofings, no windows, no doors, not even plastering, and you call it 95% across board. That clearly is a lie. How can you talk about the fact that the Kumasi airport is operational was yourself. I like the way you were interrogating him.
No.
Emmanuel, please, he's on the floor.
That clearly, again, you exposed him again that it was a lie. Now, coming to the issue of corruption and Addo's quest and will to fight corruption, when you read the epistle of James in the Bible, James talks about faith and works. He says that if you have faith and do not have works, you're just like a body that is dead. And if you show works and you do not have faith, you're just like a body that is dead. What were the prophets Akufo putting up structures that will be able to use to fight corruption? I respect the judiciary system so much because I'm part of it. But then you yourself at will, you are not making efforts. You are not putting in the operationalization to make sure that you fight corruption. I've given several examples. I mentioned Manasseh Azure. Where is he today? Manasseh Azure, formerly of Multimedia Group, is in hiding. He told us that his family is under threat. Where is Manasseh Azure today? What happened to Ahmed Swali under His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo? That you are saying that you are fighting corruption. Nana Addo yesterday had a clear opportunity and a very good chance to talk to Ghanaians and address issues that are affecting the people of Ghana. But you know what Nana Addo did? Yes, I applaud him for passing the RTI bill. But Rosalie, today, if you go to any institution, such institution and you are requesting for information, it's difficult to get them because the structures. You still get structures. Recently, I'm building my point. Recently, remember the SML deal at the GRE, even when the report was given to the presidency, and the whole Ghanaian civil society organizations, the media, the opposition political party were requesting that the president brings out a document for everybody to see. They only produce excerpts of it, not the whole thing, until we mounted several pressure.
But and this is a man.
Yes, and this is a man. Yeah, I'm telling you that until we mounted several pressure, you are looking at the actions and the intent of this man that you are calling. He himself is saying that he's passed the RTI bill. As soon as we asked, you should have just produced it to us. What happened to the short commission of inquiry into Ayaso West Wogo? Up to date, we are still waiting for the full report from the short commission. This is the president you are saying has passed RTI bill and is willing and has a seal and has to sign fight corruption. Instead of him talking, he was calling Mahama names, calling Mahama that Mahama is a perennial flag bearer of the NPP. To the best of my knowledge, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has been fighting almost all his life to be president of Ghana. He contested presidential primaries in their own party in 1996. He contested in 2007 and contested the general election twice before he became president. What has John Dramani Mahama done? He came first time, he beat you back to back, and he lost an election and he's still contesting again. And you call him perennial flag bearer while there are bread and issues affecting the people of Ghana. Why inflation is skyrocketing. Today, the dollar is almost at 15 Ghana cedi to, the cedi is almost at 15 Ghana cedi to a dollar. Today, the price of kenke on the market, you don't get kenke at 5 cedi or 6 cedis. Today, what's the price of fish? About 20 Ghana cedis when you want to buy common fish to eat food. Pure water sachet is about 12 Ghana cedis onwards. The inflation of food prices on the market is skyrocketing. Ghanaians are suffering. And you come to Ghana and you talk about attacking the flag bearer of the NDC. His Excellency Nana Addo in 2016 was begging Ghanaians, was telling Ghanaians that when I come out, change this. Today he becomes so arrogant that he's even commanding chiefs, our traditional authorities in this nation. And you have a chance to talk about corruption issues in your administration and you make such statements. Clearly, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo is not a man that we can trust. And I can tell you in concluding on my statement, the NPP and Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, they will share all the money in this election. The NPP and Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, they will bash people to get artificial crowds. The NPP and Nana Addo Akufo-Addo will intimidate people. But on the 7th of December, Ghanaians will show them where power lies and resides in the people of Ghana and vote them out.
All right. Let's go on to read some messages. This segment is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise, of course. Still phone Papa Perfie. Download the app on your phone, which is Franco Trading app, or you visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Perfie. So this one says, who said Bawumia is loved in Kumasi or Ashanti? We were given money to come out for Enmapo to be chosen. Let's wait and see. 7th, Echampo, Agona, Ashanti. Are you sure you were given money to come out? Akonsi Gariba from Tamale says, good morning, Roslyn. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the most credible and competent leader in Ghana now. No Ghanaian will choose propaganda over Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and Ashanti region will vote massively for Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia come 7 December 2024. BMW is possible. Good morning, beautiful Roslyn. Dr. Bawumia, dear never, he's a joke. John Dramani Mahama is our hope. A fear from Ahinsai Estate, Kumasi. Hey, you're sending a message from Kumasi. Are you people not going to support Dr. Bawumia? Good morning, madam. We are tired of lies. Bawumia is the center of stolen money from King. All right, so this one says, all right. What's happening? Okay, let me come this way. So this one says, good morning, my daughter Rosalind. It is clear on the wall that Bawumia will receive the shock of his life in Ashanti region in the coming elections. He's not someone to be trusted. Nana Kakari Techiman. Thank you, Nana Kakari, for sending your message. I said thank you because you called me your daughter. Madam House, I listened to the former President John Mahama, who, when he stated the obvious that Akufo Addo is a clearing agent who shielded his corrupt appointees, and yesterday Akufo Addo rebutted and lampooned Mahama. I am clear in my mind that Akufo Addo is not fighting corruption, but rather oxygenating corruption. Scandals upon scandals, Galamsey galore graft has bedeviled his administration. When was the last time you ever heard Akufo Addo saying, I am not corrupt? There's a dichotomy between Akufo Addo's government and Eswal Mahama's administration when it comes to fighting corruption. Mahama stands tall. Cecilia Dapa stashed millions of cedis, dollars, and euros in her home, and she's still walking free under the watch of Akufo Addo. Akufo Addo is the mother serpent of corruption and the most corrupt president ever in the history of Ghana. Good morning to you, my dear Rosalind. I'm proud of your TV station, Charles A. Champon. Thank you so much, Charles, for sending in your message. I'm coming, trying to get the messages. Okay. Okay, good morning, Madam Host. I beg, the story is the same. 419 is 419. Nothing changed from Akufo Addo to Bawumia to Park from Tamale. Good morning, Joy Prime. When you visit your own home, you visit with good things and news. But what did Bawumia visit Ashanti region to show? Is it to commission the uncompleted Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, mother and baby unit, Swami run about, KJTR Phase 2, area, is it Ifyankwanta or Eriankwanta, Santes dualization or Kumasi International Airport. In my hometown, we don't recognize lazy stands. We don't bring glory home or achievements elsewhere to show. Let your NPP panelists there tell you the poo-poo, the child poo-poo on the legs in the Ashanti, of the Ashantis. Some of the comments are Basi Komla Matthias from Jasikan Municipal in Suta Boem says Dr. Bawumia and NPP will win 2024 elections. No amount of lies and insults as well as social media commentaries will bring back former President Mahama to power. We, the youth of Ghana, are proud to have Dr. Bawumia as digital man, free SHS, allowance for both teachers and nurses, etc. The alternative is scary. The youth of Ghana loved Dr. Bawumia 8 years than former President Mahama 4 years. All right, thank you for sending your message. This one says, hey, did I hear the NPP man say, regardless of the circumstances, the Ashanti region will still vote the NPP? Gosh, time for the Ashanti region to clean the mind of the NPP. Good morning, Rose. Mohammed Adam Dimpach. Is it Dimpachi? Okay. Hey, a Voltarian as an NPP communications member discussing projects in Ashanti region. Is it deliberate that he's mocking the people of the Ashanti region? Which plane landed in the airport and from which country? Mohammed Adam. Sami Buachi, as a man said that Ghanaians are asked, says that President Akufo Addo is 100% right when it comes to corruption fighting. No government in this country can compete with NPP-led administration. That is the reason why the good people of Ghana have accepted Dr. Bawumia to become the next president. And indeed, he's not corrupt. Let's do it together to break the 8 and to protect the free SHS. Regards to Honorable Charles Champon, the MP for Asamankase, and Honorable Frankie Siedu Bekoy, aka Protozoa, the next MP for Suhum. Anytime the president speaks, it's a vexation to Ghanaians. It's like he always adds insults to injuries on Ghanaians. God, why did you give us this leadership? Ricardo Bechim. Good morning, Rosalind. You always look dazzling and beautiful. Thank you so much. In fact, if Bawumia should have more than 30% of votes, then some of us will stop voting in Ghana. Trust me, else I'll be classified amongst those who are gullible and falls easily for deceit. As for the crowd, it means nothing, and I'm happy for Emmanuel Senior's admission of Akufo Addo and Bawumia's abysmal distraction of every sector of the country by saying regardless. For Senior, I feel bad for you campaigning for Bawumia. If you're an agent of development, you won't follow Bawumia. Just Finn. Rosalind, please give equal time to Nunu. Oh, Nunu, I've given Nunu even more time than anybody else has, so please understand. This one said, hi, Rosalind. We always become very sad whenever we see our very own blindly defending lies, but this is not how we're brought up in our tribe. From Togwe, Banini, Isai Keta, your people are coming for you. Good morning, Rosalind. JM can be president again. Simple. We have already experienced this presidency while he was speaking sheets to the good people. What is she? Is it paper or what? The NDC should prepare for a new candidate to produce for 2028. No doubt Bawumia is breaking the 8. The NDC man should respect the intelligence of Ghanaians. Pure water is not 12 Ghana cities. Okay, so it said 12, pure water is not 12 Ghana. You can't come and tell us pure water. Yes. Good morning. If Bawumia becomes the president of Ghana, we'll all die of hunger. Kubila says so. Greetings, Rosalind. Please tell the NDC guy nobody forced him to bring Mahama again. He will surely lose the elections heavily. It is possible. Bawumia always scares them. Nana Aguna Sredro. Hi, host. Okay, so I'll do this one, the last one. Hi, host. NPP has become a stigma in our society to the extent that they cannot even campaign for the next election because NPP has become so unpopular and unattractive. That's why they are scheming with the vote rigging commissioners to rig the 8 just as they did in 2020 with the help of the unanimous FC. Yes, it's possible to rig the 8 but not win the mandate of the people. NPP never again. All right, so this is it. So we'll quickly wrap up with everybody has like maybe a minute. Yes, a minute.
You gave him some time, so I should have.
Oh no, everybody has time. See, somebody was serious saying I gave you more time.
No.
So let me quickly take your final opinions.
So I think that fast forward, he said that baby elephant. That's okay, but it's only good that he being a balloon, balloon umbrella. He's sipping tea so that will at least help him to reduce in terms of his stature. So I think it's good. I accept the fact that I'm a baby elephant, so I do not want to sip any tea and take any biscuit that would distort my deliberations this morning. Fast forward, I think that he was mentioning names that this has been done, this saga, but we've not forgotten the Mahama's Ford expedition. This was a corruption under his own watch. He was personally involved. We've not forgotten the Jida scandal, the Sada scandal. We've not forgotten the Bass Brandy saga, the Brazil fiasco. We've not forgotten all of this. But one thing I want the NDC to note is that they cannot continue to remain on social media and be thinking that they'll win the election when the MPP is on the ground campaigning. The NDC must get to the ground and work. They are always on social media complaining, whilst Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia is on the ground campaigning to the people. Get to the ground. The job did the ground. The job is on the ground. You remain on social media ranting, whining, saying all sorts of things. That will not help. Okay. The job is on the ground. And let me use again the opportunity to appeal to the good people of this country that His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, he understands your plight. That's why yesterday when you watch, let me give you just a quick mathematics. Yesterday when you watch his visit to the Black Stars, when the Black Stars were playing the match, a lot of people were saying, wait, because of his visit, the Black Stars will lose. Do you know the outcome of the football match? It was 4-3. What it simply means in statistics is that 4 plus 3 is 7, which means that on the 7th of December, His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu will be declared as the winner because his visit to the Black Stars yesterday gave them a victory. Okay. Those who thought that they will actually have the Black Stars losing, I want to let them understand that they are not God. They should stop those unnecessary write-ups on social media. Yesterday, they were quick to be pulling them out.
Your time is up.
Please,
thank you very much.
The NDC should learn to get to the ground and campaign and stop being on social media to be ranting. Thank you.
Thank you. Metal?
Childish submission like this, no, they'll lose the election on 7th December.
Please, no interactions because he didn't
Childish
interact.
submissions like this and they'll lose the election. How disgusting is it to bring politics into our football? How disgusting is it?
Are you saying that
Please,
when
no
your flag bearer
interaction.
is bringing
Emmanuel, no
homegrown
interaction.
players, you are saying childless interaction?
Emmanuel.
Your flag bearer did not mention that he's bringing homegrown players?
Emmanuel.
I thought that the team would have opened your mind to be able to know that the players on our sports is part of our development. You are here to talk about football shouldn't be part of politics. What are you telling us?
Emmanuel.
Then tell your flag bearer should remove that out of his policy.
Emmanuel.
Rosalie.
It's disgusting that we bring politics into our football because if for nothing at all, one of the things that unites us as the people of Ghana is football. When it's time for football, you find the NDC, the MPP, CPP, everybody coming together to make sure that we lift high the flag of Ghana. So doing this analysis of 4-3 on the 7th of December and Black Stars won because of the visit of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia again, and I reiterate that it's a very childish submission to be made by an elephant baby. I'll conclude with telling Ghanaians that John Dramani Mahama remains the obvious choice. John Dramani Mahama recently engaged the fisher folks at Tema Fishing Harbour and will listen to some of the promises that he made. He said he's going to reintroduce the subsidies for outboard motors. He's going to reintroduce the subsidies for premixed fuel. He's also going to complete the National Fisheries College. That is also going to help them to be able to do more research and boost up the fishing industry. Today, the fishing industry is growing at a negative 1.9% under the NPP. John Dramani Mahama engaged the drivers' union and told them that he's going to institute a pension scheme for drivers. These are some of the promises he's making in addition to the 24-hour economy.
All right, thank you very much.
Ghanaians to vote for John Dramani Mahama on the 7th of December.
All right, thank you so much for watching a Newsflash segment this morning, which was proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Now, don't forget to go to Franco for all your gadgets. You see, today we read all your messages. Proudly brought to you by Franco. So get all your gadgets, mobile phones, television sets, CCTV cameras, air conditioners. We have that and even many more. Just download the app on your phone, go to Google Play Store and download the app, Franco Trading app, or visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Pafie. And of course, a big thank you to my guest, E.A. Metal Nunu Jr. for representing the NDC and Emmanuel Ameklenu for representing the NPP this morning. My name is Rosalie Felly. Up next is What's Trending with the Seed Akumaya. Do stay.
Newsflash was brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fie.